Hey everyone, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at my 92nd Master Grade, the Blitz Gundam from the series Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. This is the second of at least 4 Gundam Seed Master Grades we're going to see this year. We have the Buster and Aegis still to come. So, let's have a look and see what we got with this Master Grade kit. Now first off, not surprisingly, this is a rehash of the dual frame, which was very reminiscent of the Strike frame. So, if you're looking for a brand new frame, wrong kit, but you kind of expect that going in. Shoulders, again, lots of nice movement, no problems there. Neck, lots of nice movement, no issues there whatsoever. Now, when you put the armor around this torso, it doesn't want to line up 100% perfectly in all spots. It does a good job, but not a perfect job. But I am impressed just how much detail they went into this particular torso. A lot more complicated than I thought it would be, but they do a lot of detail. I was expecting to do more painting than I actually ended up doing on this kit. The waist section, still that nice movement there, so that's pretty good. You add all these extra red pieces in here. You do got a tiny bit of painting to do on those vents to add a little bit of black, but again, you don't have to if you don't want to. It doesn't make that big a difference. See that little yellow triangle there on the front of the chest? That's a sticker. That's the only essential sticker on the kit. If you want, you could paint it, but painting that small of a triangle would be very, very complicated. So I just went ahead and used the sticker on this. Another small issue I have is the cockpit doesn't want to close all the way. See a tiny sliver of light through there. Again, that's me being a little nitpicky. What do you want? And the cockpit opens up. You can see a nickel in there, playing his piano. Well, not really. The thrusters on the back, really big thrusters on this guy. Again, really well detailed. I'm really impressed how much detail they put into this guy. You can get some side-to-side movement and up and down on the back too. And the center will go up and down as well. And it acts as a nice tripod. The head, very well done head. I'm very impressed by this. And it has a really neat feature here. There's a light piping system of clear red that goes through the head. So this camera will glow with a red glow if you get a little light behind it or in front of it. And that's really neat. They give you some stickers if you want to cover that up. And I don't know why on earth you would want to do that, but they're there if you want them. But that's a really neat look. And you can get some light shining through and it gives a nice glow to it. And the blue eyes look really nice with that sticker. Arms and shoulders, no real issues here. Kind of big, bulky shoulders, but that's the design of the Blitz. Again, you have a few problems with tiny little parts falling off. The part on the front and the back of the shoulder armor will fall off a lot, especially when you're building it, and that's a little frustrating. Nice big bend out of the elbow, though. No problems there. This latch will open up, and you can kind of see the innards of the shoulder, and that's kind of neat. Don't know when you'd ever use it, but it's nice that it's there. Now, you do have some very big dry transfers on this. Not a lot, but there are a lot of big dry transfers to work with. Whenever they get really big, I like to do it as I go. And since there's a good deal of pinstriping with these, I decided to do the decals as I do the kit. See the pinstriping on the shoulder. You got different symbols on each shoulder. Got some big stickers on this kit as well. The stickers are, the decals are very similar to the dual, not surprising. Same thing on the back. Lots of dry transfers, and they are pretty big on this guy, so I recommend doing the decals as you build the kit on the shoulders and different places, just to make your life a little easier. Doing this as a one big piece would be a little more complicated. Variable hips, just like the last Seed kit, that's nice. The legs on this kit are a lot less complicated and a lot simpler than the torso was. Another minor problem we have here is this little red piece on the side skirt armor. No matter what I did, no matter what I tried, it would not lock into place and fell out all the time. So I ended up having to use some sticky tack to keep that in place, which I shouldn't have to do. The legs will do a full splits, no problem at all. Excellent balance. Ankles are real nice. No problems whatsoever there. The feet don't quite have as good a movement as the dual does, but it still comes out alright because the ankle armor is a little oddball. Decal this guy up, again, more pinstripes right down there by the ankle. More stickers on the knees. Some more pinstriping on the other knee, and another symbol. And on the legs, and on the skirt armor. And on the back skirt armor, we got a whole bunch of stuff going, and I actually really like the way that turned out on the back skirt armor with the decals and the dry transfers. But again, lots of big dry transfers on this kit, not a bunch of little ones, big ones. And you have the kit all together. I was kind of worried just how heavy that backpack and those big thrusters would be. They're not heavy at all, no issues whatsoever. I thought it would be heavier than it actually is. Accessories. This sucker, combination shield with a rocket launcher, or as they call it, Lancer dart. Each one can be removed, and each one will slide into place and lock into place, so it has that slightly off-center, one right after the other look. The kicker with this is the piece that holds it all into place can come loose a lot. When that happens, these will fall out. When you're moving it, that can be a pain in the butt. Got a beam saber in there too. They give you 2 blades. You're only going to be using one of them, and that'll connect right in there. And no problems with that falling out. I thought it seemed a little loose, but nope, we're good. No problems at all. And you can remove said beam saber if you want, and just have the Blitz hold it if you wanted to. And this thing also is a beam rifle. You can see there is a barrel in there. That's the one thing you really have to paint in this kit. That comes red. The barrel should be gray. That's the only tiny little thing you gotta paint. That ain't bad. Now, after you do the decals, you got some decals for the Lancer dart. And you got a big old giant dry transfer for the front of the shield. That huge pinstriping section. That's one of the biggest dry transfers I've ever seen. And they got the Blitz logo and another one up top. So, again, big dry transfers on this sucker. Now, the handle that connects into the removable fingers on this kit is a pain in the butt. But that's not a big problem because it connects into the arm anyway. It's kind of an illusion. It isn't really holding it by the handle anyway, so it's not a big problem. Getting it to actually look like it's holding it is still really tricky and frustrating. But eventually you'll get it in there, it'll be locked into place, and you'll never move it again because it's just so annoying. Holding it up at any angle isn't really a problem. Can be a little tricky with the balance, but it's not a big problem. You also have this grappling launcher with the engines on the back. That hooks onto the arm just fine as well, and it looks really nice. Again, nice decals on there. Sticker and dry transfer again. And what you can do with this thing is they give you this wire, a very thick and very strong wire. Even when I got out of the package, I was like, is this enough to hold up that big old grapple? I'm not sure that'll do it. Well, it did. No problem. It'll full extension, and that grapple will go flying out. You can open up each of the individual teeth, if you want to call them that. So it acts like it's getting ready to grab something. And that looks really neat. And because that wire is so strong, you can have it at any angle you want. Having it really far out does hamper balance a little bit, but truthfully, not that bad at all. And the wings on there can move out as well. And it looks really nice. I was surprised how well this worked. Final thoughts on this kit. I'm giving this kit a thumbs up. It is a good kit. I will say that it is a step back from the Duel. The Duel was rock solid, had great posability, great accessories, everything you wanted in a Master Grade kit. This does everything you want, but not everything perfectly. This is one of those kits, if they only fixed blank. The accessories work well, but you have problems with the Lancer darts falling out. Sometimes the points on the grapple arm will fall out. On the kit itself, not everything fits together perfectly. Some little parts will fall off when you're posing the kit. Sometimes posing the kit is a little awkward because its shape's so odd. Balance is good, but it's not great. Just a whole bunch of little things that add up on this kit. But still a good kit. If you want one, pick it up. But this is not a Kit of the Year contender. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I will answer them as best as I can. Thanks again for watching. You guys know I love reading those comments, so keep them coming. And I will see you guys next time with another review. Oh, and one more thing. Can I just say that your arm, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. I love it.